What's up, guys? This is Nazi747 coming at you live from my room again. Today I'm going to be talking about Sly Cooper. Yes, in case anyone hasn't noticed, apparently there's a Sly 5 thing going on, and apparently Sly 5 Path of the Cooper is his title, but I don't know. We don't really know if it's fake or not. I mean, like it kind of seems like. I mean, it kind of seems real, but at the same time fake, because Path of the Cooper sounds like a very legitimate, title. I mean, like, there's other sites saying Thieves We Be, which makes no sense. Like, seriously, correct your grammar. I mean, Sly Cooper, I mean, he's not really, Sly, he's not really that, kind of guy to actually, focus on the big issue. He's like, come on, Bentley, enough of this smart talk, just get straight to the point, that kind of thing. He's that kind of guy. So I don't think any of them will actually speak like that, especially not Bentley. Even Murray, he may be all brawn and not much brains, but even he knows how to speak with correct grammar when he feels like it, I guess you could say. But anywho though, first off, I mean like if we are getting a Sly 5, but I know it's 2015, it's a new year and all that, but I don't think we're getting it this year. I think we might be getting it next year in 2016. I mean, the movie is coming out in 2016, so I hope they release it side by side, or better yet, hopefully, I hope there's going to be some changes to it. I mean, like, I really hope there's going to be some big changes in the gameplay and all that. For what I hear, that they might be from the little wiki that I've read, but I don't really, a lot of people are like, Wikipedia is not very trustworthy and all that, but some of the wikis I've read over the years, but this is like for anime and all that, they seem very legit, and they actually, point out a few things like trivia, like what these people's names mean in English translation. But anywho, but let me just get straight to it though. I mean, like, there's some things about the Sly series I do like, and there's some things I don't quite understand or get. Like the fact that, seriously, Sly, why did you spin around and then land on a pointed object when you could have just jumped and landed? Seriously, I mean, if it's just to show off and, show the player that you look cool, I mean, we get it, you're cool. You're the cool guy of the group. You have the best, I mean, he has the best gameplay out of Bentley and Murray. But that's just my opinion. But still, I felt that Sly 4 was a bit rushed a little bit. I mean, I just didn't like the only thing I didn't like about it is the loading screens. And the moment I saw that loading screen and everything, and it took a second, took a minute, just about a minute, just for it to load and get me to the level, I immediately thought, oh my god, the people from Sonic 06 must have did something to this or got involved somehow. But anyway though, that's just one of the things I don't like. I don't like the fact that, that Penelope pretty much just changed sides all of a sudden, and it's like, that's a little strange, don't you think? I mean, like, she seemed, from the cutscenes and everything, she seemed pretty happy with Bentley. They had enough. I'm pretty sure they had enough money. I mean, you obviously have enough money if you can make a time machine. I mean, you have enough money to buy the materials. It's like you have the technology. You can rebuild them. I'm just kidding. Sorry. But anywho, I know that's a pretty dated reference, but I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, like, seriously, you realize that they do realize that her reason for leaving Bentley makes no sense at all, for real. I mean, like, you're part of the infamous Cooper gang. If anything, if you really wanted money, if that's all you really wanted, in the third game you could have went back to Kane Island, got a drill, and just dug up all that priceless treasure and money. Seriously. I mean, like, that's Cooper lore right there. I mean, speaking of Cooper lore, I actually enjoy playing as Sly's ancestors, except except for Bob Cooper, I didn't really enjoy his gameplay too much. I mean, it was cool that he could just smack the crap out of enemies and all that, but still, though, my two favorite ancestors would have to be Tennessee Kid Cooper, because I just love his attitude through the entire thing. He's like the typical fun-loving cowboy, you know, that overexcited kind of cowboy, like, yeah, the kid is back in business, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, I actually enjoy that. And then there's Ryoichi Cooper. I love him to death. I mean, like, he is awesome. His gameplay is just perfect. Like, just as I expected him to be, you know, just as I expected his gameplay to be like. Stealthy. He's a ninja, for Christ's sake. But anywho, though, let me keep going. I mean, the only things that were surprising to me in this game were the fact that Sly 4 actually existed, that the fact that it came to be, that after all these years of hiatus, they finally came back. That and the fact that Yuri Lowenthal actually voiced Sir Gallup Cooper. And in case you don't know who Yuri Lowenthal is, he's the voice of Ben 10. Yeah, unfortunately, he voices Ben 10 now, as in, you know, Omniverse and Alien Force and so on. Even though we all know the original Ben 10 was the best one. I mean, they seriously need to stop milking that cow. I mean, that cow obviously has no milk left. So just let it go. Like, let go of its udder and just let it die from the lack of being dry and having no milk. I mean, you're not like Pokemon. I mean, like, well, Pokemon needs to go to, because they need to just hurry up and just finish X and Y and be done with it. Or at least, you know, do a time skip like all the other anime are doing. You know, at least have Ash grow up, for Christ's sake. And, I mean, after you end X and Y, you know, have a new protagonist into the Pokemon universe, and but enter it from the very beginning again, so that the new generations can actually have, you know, enjoy the same thing that we enjoyed when back in the 90s. But anywho, let me stop talking about that. We're talking about Sly here. Apparently, in the fourth game, Sly Cooper is apparently stuck in another time period in ancient Egypt. Now, there's rumors to how the fifth game might start out. I mean, it's pretty obvious that he's gonna bump into one of his ancestors, explain his whole situation. You know, he's gonna be baffled and confused, like, seriously, who are you and why are you, you know, because, like, you're a bit strange and you talk funny. I just hope that his, you know, Sly Tutankhamun, or whatever, how you pronounce that name, or Sly Tutankhamun, or the second, I guess, you know, has like an African or, you know, a Cairo type voice, you know, because, you know, let out that black roots, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, though, let me keep going. Let's see. I mean, my prediction is this, that the only way Sly could possibly, you know, let everybody know where he is, you know, be smart with it. You know, be smart with the Thievius Raccoonus, because that's when they started writing the Thievius Raccoonus in ancient Egypt. I mean, the smart thing to do would be to take the book, like, after they, you know, write a little bit into it, all they have to do, I mean, all he really has to do is just take a page, write something in it, you know, write, hey, Sly, and it's like, hey, Sly here, I'm in ancient Egypt around this certain time, can you come get me, please, quickly? And it's like, you know, that kind of thing. I mean, because, like, you're in the past, so you write something, you know, in the past, they'll see it in the future. Because, like, that scanner notices if Cooper history is being getting erased, or, you know, I mean, I wonder, does it work in that way too? Like, does it notice changes in the book? I mean, he could just go to the very back of Thievius Raccoonus and just write on the back part of that book. You know, right on the very back part of that book, and just be like, well, like I said before, hey guys, I'm in ancient Egypt, come get me. And tell Carmelita I'm sorry for betraying her, I guess you could say, or is she still mad at me, that kind of thing. You know, they get him, and then it turns out there's another big, you know, crime lord you know, going on, or maybe Penelope turns out to be a main villain and does something terrible. But that's just my thoughts right there. Well, that's just my little take and everything, and how I feel about Sly Cooper or Sly 5. So, like, comment, subscribe, or if you have any more, you know, or especially if you have any more information about Sly 5, Path to the Cooper, or whatever title they're going to be going with, hit me up in that comment section and we can discuss it a little bit. Sign Natsu 747 here, and I'm out.